Eyewitness News at 6:30 starts now.
Sunshine and temperatures in the 50s. How about it? How long this mild weather will last in your AccuWeather forecast.
A rescue on the Chicago River as a tour boat captain and crew raced to save a man who fell into the water.
But first, armed robbers target a man on a sidewalk in Fulton Market. And cell phone video capturing the daytime attack. The suspect still on the loose tonight.
ABC7's Lisette Nunez talks to people who say they are concerned about their safety in the West Loop.
The armed robbery took place in the middle of the afternoon as people were out and about in the West Loop. Chicago police say they are still looking for the suspects.
I watched that video like 10 times and I was just lost for words.
Ashley Shannon is the store manager of Jars in the West Loop. She says she was in the back working. It wasn't until later in the day she found out the attack happened right outside the shop.
I was in the back working with the mixer, and the mixer is a little loud, so I didn't hear any commotion outside really, and this is Chicago, and we know that things can happen anywhere, but it's like literally like at your doorstep.
The video has since gone viral. We blurred the face of the victim to protect his identity. It shows two people robbing a man at gunpoint in broad daylight in the Fulton Market district in the West Loop. Chicago police confirming they are investigating this as an armed robbery and battery. It happened around 4 Thursday afternoon near Lake and Peoria. Video shows two people surrounding a man on the ground. At one point, one of them hits the victim in the face while pointing a gun. Chicago police say the robbers took the man's belongings before driving off in an SUV. Police say the victim declined medical attention.
I think most of the time you think something like that happens like maybe at night, but to see it happening like in the middle of the day, kind of not even being hidden, is probably the most alarming thing about it.
Julie Darling is with the West Loop Community Organization. She says the area has already seen an increased police presence and urges people to stay vigilant.
We do have heavy police presence here in Fulton Market, and it's something that our organization has been fighting for a long time, and we finally did receive it last August, where we do have permanent patrol in the neighborhood. Police can't be on every corner, unfortunately, but we do have a rapid response time now.
I'm usually walking with a purpose, so I'm usually moving pretty quick too, but outside of that, you just gotta pray you don't, run into a situation like that.
Chicago police say area detectives are still investigating. If you have any information, please give police a call. In the West Loop, Lisette Nunez, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Lisette, thanks. We're learning more about a frantic rescue effort that played out along the banks of the Chicago River. Chicago police say a 65-year-old man is okay after falling from the State Street Bridge into the water just before noon. And officials from Wendella Tours say one of their boats was running past the scene and they pulled over, managed to get the unconscious man out of the water and onto the boat where they say CPR was performed. So this is some video of that rescue. And police telling us that man was taken to a nearby hospital in good condition. He's okay.
This is incredible, and timing is everything.
Right. And that water's cold still too. So glad that
it's a matter of minutes, when you can just
worked out.
Yeah.
And those they're trained. Those Wendella boat tour captains and the staff.
They've seen everything.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. That's for sure.
They have experienced a lot, so they are prepared. We'll be following up on that story, of course, tonight at 10 over on ABC7 just to get an update on his condition.
Yeah.
So, but for now, let's go outside on this Friday. Yay! It's Friday. We made it to the weekend. Another work week together as the skyline, the most gorgeous skyline in the world, is lit up in red, white, pink, and some hearts.
There's a heart for you in the Blue Cross Blue Shield building.
Yes,
That's nice.
It's Lovers Holiday weekend.
And Friday the 13th, forget about it. Haven't even thought about it.
Oh, I didn't think. Oh, why did you
I know,
say
sorry,
it?
I should have mentioned
Oh,
it.
man, it's
Feel
Good
Valentine's
Friday.
Day weekend. That's the right thing to say,
Feel Good Friday
Cheryl.
50s?
Yeah, I'm telling you. And it's continuing, right?
I didn't even think
We
of
love
it.
love.
Sorry.
We love warm temperatures.
We don't
Said
want
sorry.
Friday the 14th or 13th, sorry. Yeah, keep it going, please.
Yes, let's keep it going. It is absolutely beautiful out there still with temperatures in the 40s to near 50 degrees. We are tracking this mild air mass and it is settling in. Tomorrow will not be as beautiful as today. We will have some cloud cover that will be moving in. Rain will be staying to the south, but the mild air is certainly going to be staying with us through the weekend and into early next week. So for your Valentine's Day, temperatures expected to climb to near 50 degrees, mostly cloudy skies and 40s along the lakefront, but still really nice conditions considering it's February. We warm up even more so on our Sunday with highs in the mid-50s. Again, that's accompanied with dry weather, and we brighten it up with beautiful blue skies. So a fabulous Sunday. How warm? Because it's getting warmer next week. We'll track those temperatures coming up, guys. Back to you.
See you soon. Students across our area walking out of class today protesting immigration and customs enforcement.
So take a look at this large group of students that left Bolingbrook High School. Some of the students saying it is their first time they've ever protested.
And here's a look at students from both high schools in Aurora who also left class, and they took their concerns right to City Hall. Aurora officials and school staff had volunteers to on hand there to walk with those students.
And here in the city, students at Lakeview High School staged a walkout to have their voices heard. Now to new evidence recovered as the search for Nancy Guthrie will soon head into a third week. Investigators say they have recovered DNA from several gloves and other pieces of potential evidence in this case. The sheriff saying it was found during an expanded search zone within a 10-mile radius of Guthrie's Tucson home. The FBI has received thousands of tips. It has increased its reward to $100,000 for any information leading to Guthrie's location or the arrest of anyone involved in her disappearance.
Tonight, a Valentine's Day alert about a romance scam known as sextortion. Criminals claiming to have inappropriate pictures of you demanding money.
This is a really important story. One victim is sharing her story exclusively tonight with the ABC7 I-Team. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles here with a warning for everyone.
This is a reminder about the dangers of online dating. Scammers can convince you to send inappropriate photos on apps or text, or they can use AI to recreate photos of you without clothing. Then they demand that you pay up or else.
I felt extremely embarrassed, humiliated.
This woman, who we're calling Maria, is exclusively sharing how she became the victim of a sextortion scam. She asked us to hide her face. She was messaging a man on a dating app for months until he started demanding money. When she refused, he threatened to release revealing photos and videos of her, his message saying he would distribute all of them to her followers.
He was messaging everybody in the comments. I have nude photos if you want to see it, which was horrific.
When she didn't pay, he posted this picture of her on social media. She says the scammer used AI to make it look like she didn't have clothing on.
They actually look for kind, compassionate people who can have attachments and hope that you're going to give something up in return.
Authorities say she did the right thing by refusing to pay the $3,000 in crypto. She also filed this report with the FBI's Internet Crimes Division on IC3.gov.
Preserve any messages that these people are sending you, right? So obtaining usernames or email addresses and then block that person and don't respond and then report it to the FBI.
Maria says she stopped dating online and turned to this in-person dating service, Matchmakers Elite in Oak Brook Terrace. And you're hearing a lot about these AI scams and sextortion scams.
They're using actual photos of you and changing it in ways that are unflattering, that you don't want out there. They're making it look like you by using your actual photos, and they're using it to blackmail you.
Anna Regali says in-person dating services like the one she runs with her mother will research people's potential criminal and personal history before you meet them in person.
We get enough information that they can actually build a psychological profile on this person, based on different factors they're pulling, how long they've lived at their residences, how long they've kept certain jobs.
If we start talking about it, it removes the power these people have.
Of course, dating services can cost more than dating apps. So if you are dating online, try to meet in person in a safe place within days or weeks of making a connection. If they are giving you excuses not to meet or trying to get you to move to another app to talk, that's a warning sign. Jason Knowles, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Jason, thank you for that very important story. Now, if you have a tip about a scam or an investigation, you can call Jason and the I-Team. That number is 312-750-7TIP7TIP.
Critics taking on Mayor Brandon Johnson because several city agencies are being led by temporary replacements.
But first, it is being called the ripple effect. Meet two of the men bringing people together to make their communities better.
And later, the increasing cost of love. How much gifts could cost you this Valentine's Day? I saw you might have a gift for me. No?
I get you some eyeglass cleaner.
Oh, that's right. That counts. That counts. We're talking
Love
about
comes in different forms.
Yeah, cost of Valentine's Day 2 coming up in a few minutes.
Tariffs.
Mm.
It's a really good story.
Jamal, yeah, Jamal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jamal Cole.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
An upcoming panel aims to promote leadership and change in local communities. It is called the Ripple Effect Tour.
And joining us tonight to talk about the tour, Jamal Cole, founder of My Block, My Hood, My City, and Justice Informs, Xavier Ramey. Gentlemen, thanks for coming. Great to see you again. Jamal, how are you guys?
Happy Valentine's Day weekend
to you.
Happy
Valentine's Day to you.
Thank you.
Ripple Effect Tour. Just tell me what it is.
Well, a lot of people right now are scared to come out the house. They don't know if they're going to come back. People are tired of strolling. They're tired of waiting for solutions. And so on February 21st, it's kind of like the Kings of Comedy, but Kings of Community. So we're going to be encouraging people to create ripples of hope in their own neighborhood. And we got a group of 5 guys that have collectively raised millions of dollars, advised presidents, started nonprofits. We're giving away the game on February 21st.
Nice. That's a week from tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got
so
you.
We've got a week to prepare for this. So Xavier, there are 5 different organizations,
Correct.
one company. Your motto is take care of people no matter what between the 5 of the companies. What is your hope from this Ripple Effect event?
One, we want to interrupt the culture of shock that people are in right now. Whether we're talking about what's happening in politics, whether we're talking about what's happening in our government, whether we're talking about what's happening in nonprofits, social impact, public safety. Right now there's a culture of shock in Chicagoland where people are saying, I can't believe XYZ, fill in the blanks, or isn't this terrible? And they're getting together and there's too many conversations where we're focusing not just on the negative, but on the unproductive. And so what we're looking to bring are not just ideas, but established evidence of ways that from 5 different arenas throughout the city of Chicago, we've been able to affect change. And we start that with the belief that it's possible, and then continually looking at challenge not as a closed door, but as a gateway to innovative ways that we can actually engage our city. And we want to make sure that people not only see that that's something we do through our institutions, and that's something they can do with organizations, whether it's Justice Informed and my work, or Jamal Cole with My Block, My Hood, My City, but it's everyday people and individuals, because we are that as well.
Jamal, you've been doing this a long time, and the data does not lie. There is improvement happening in this city, and the mayor has talked about it. The data and crime statistics are improving, and it's because of organizations like the ones that you're talking about. And these 5 men you were mentioning, this collective effort. Tell me about the importance of that. I mean, you hear it takes a village, the cliche stuff like that, but this collective effort is just crucial to success.
Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head, man. I feel like collective joy lowers aggression. And, there was a 2011 Harvard study that said when people feel joy, it boosts your empathy. And that's just everything. And so, like, I think the University of Harvard said that up to 40% of urban violence strikes are caused by just aggression. And so I feel like joy eliminates aggression. I want people to be happier, and I feel like that's what I'm going to be talking about is joy. X is going to be talking about hope. Jamal is going to be talking about impact. Dion is going to be talking about dreaming, and Christian is going to be talking about I believe he's talking about trying.
Yeah, trying.
Yeah.
That's the first step, because when you're stuck You know, you can't move. You know, you got to have motion, you got to have action. We talk about infrastructure when you talk about building cities and things like that, but infrastructure in the human building part is very important, and the ripple creates waves.
Absolutely.
And waves create movement change. So what are you hoping, and how does that relate to what you're doing, X?
Well, one, so my work is primarily in the corporate foundation and nonprofit space. Just Informed is a consulting firm, and we work with organizations to set up strategies for equity and inclusion. A lot of this work we've heard around DEI and these sorts of things, or social impact for nonprofits or foundations. The reality is just what you said, right? It moves through infrastructure. And when people feel that there's infrastructure like an organization, or infrastructure like an organizing group for direct action, or infrastructure like a philanthropic fund where they can get resources to do their work, when the institutions are set up, and we have so many institutions in Chicago, almost 10% of the Fortune 500s, we have billions of dollars of philanthropic capital. We want to motivate those people to see how their institutions play a role. And then secondly, make sure that they can hear our stories of how we've leveraged institutions as individuals to produce over $50 million worth of investment here in the city alone over the last decade, how we've been able to mobilize DEI strategies for Fortune 500s, or ensure that young people, like what Jamal's doing with young people and aggression and boxing and these things, we're reducing crime in that way, or Dion, over millions of pounds of food delivered to Chicagoans across the city.
So impressive.
Eating like a basic necessity, right? True nourishment and athletic activity and moving your body, all these things, they add up and they matter. So a week from tomorrow, how can people be a part of this? Tell people where it's going to be, giving them some of the details on what's happening.
Again, it's at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, February 21st at 7 p.m. It's on King Drive. You know where the big statue.
Yeah, right.
Everybody knows where it is.
But here, you can go to JamalColeEnterprises.com. Don't forget the H, and we're gonna bring it, man. I started speaking on 79th and King Drive at the Whitney Young Library. I love speaking in front of currency exchanges. I love speaking at the beauty supply stores. I watched the movie Malcolm X so much growing up. I thought Denzel Washington was Malcolm X. So come on out to hear us speak. We need Chicago to show up and support us. So,
I spent a lot of time at that library at 79th Street. The Burger King across the street was a treat after you did your research.
Is it still there?
Yes, it's still there. There's a McDonald's now across on the other side, right there.
I'm not hearing enough West Side talk.
Right.
I'm not hearing the West Side
you want to represent
here.
now. Okay,
the
because
best
our interview's
side.
coming to an end at this point. No, South Side. All right, Xavier, just one quick thing. What are people actually going to do when they get there next Saturday?
So when they get there, they're going to see the idea of hope split 5 different ways. The reality of it, hope, in terms of a reckoning and a way that we need to deal with the brutal facts of where we are, all the way through change, through impact, through trying, these sorts of things. So one, they're going to be able to not just say, oh, we need to have hope. They're going to be able to walk away and say, what's my part in it? And what way of engaging hope am I most willing to engage tomorrow? The other thing that they're going to walk into is a really dope, incredible environment and show with 5 people who love this city of Chicago. And they're going to be challenged on whether they're willing to put their love into their actions, because they're going to see examples. And the last thing that they're going to get is they're going to get the ability to follow up and to know that all of our organizations are here not just because we're demonstrating what we've done, we're inviting people into the doing. And so we hope that they do that with us.
Do I see a Ripple Effect podcast in the making here?
It could be. It could be. I like, and it's a physical experience too. You get to see these men who are successful, and that's important. And I think for a lot of those youngsters and families to see that, it's pretty good stuff, guys.
Thank you.
Ages young as what, or old as 90, young as 9? Anybody, girls, boys?
Anybody can come through. I'm 40, you look.
We don't have to say our age. We're not talking about our ages here. We're not
Cheryl.
No, not me either.
I'm grateful for every day on this earth. Somebody didn't wake up this morning.
Yeah, right. Xavier, great to see you. Always a pleasure to see you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, continued success to both of you.
We'll
you want to let them know again where it is?
Again, you can catch the Ripple Effect Tour. It's coming up, everybody, next Saturday, February 21st at the Harold Washington Cultural Center. You know where that is, on 47th and Martin Luther King Drive, from 7 to 9 p.m. And you can find the information. You can find a link for the tickets, for the website. Just go to ABC7Chicago.com. And best blessings to you all. This is going to be fantastic.
It's going to be great. We'll post this interview in its entirety too as well, so you can share it and continue to watch it. The mild weather, it's going to continue for at least a few more days. Let's hope that goes till next week. Spring-like details next. Cheryl Scott's here with your AccuWeather forecast. Mayor Brandon Johnson facing growing criticism for leaving interim leaders in charge of some major city agencies. And Sarah Schulte takes a closer look at those important vacancies and the impact some critics say they're having on the city.
When it comes to major appointments, Mayor Brandon Johnson says it's important his appointees share his values. But after a year of searching, the mayor has yet to find the right people to head the Chicago Housing Authority, the Chicago Transit Authority, and Chicago Public Schools. The trains are running, public housing is open, and so are Chicago Public Schools. CTA, CHA, and CPS are functioning despite the lack of permanent leadership for a long time.
Even with interims in those positions, government has not stopped.
At a City Club appearance this week, Mayor Brandon Johnson defended his almost unprecedented decision to leave the top positions at 3 major agencies open for a year, something government watchdogs say is not good for the city.
It matters a lot that there are interims running these major agencies. You lose long-term strategic planning, you lose accountability.
Better Government Association President David Greising says the lack of permanent leadership can lead to major missteps. At the CHA, it may affect the homelessness problem. Greising says the CTA needs someone to help protect federal funding for the Red Line extension project.
Funding of the CTA extension is potentially at risk, and the lack of leadership in that agency is a significant risk for the city and for all of its residents.
And the mayor, a former teacher, has yet to name a CPS CEO, even though his hand-picked board ousted Pedro Martinez more than a year ago. Macklin King has served as an interim since Martinez left last June. The selection process hit another snag when 6 board members accused the mayor and his allies of sabotaging the search process by cutting ties with a search firm.
Here's the ultimate goal, is to build the safest, most affordable big city in America. By having the right people in a position who understand that assignment and are part of that alignment, then we'll make those appointments.
But the mayor has not said when. And there are more vacancies open. Johnson has yet to name chairs for the City Council's powerful zoning committee and the ethics board. And come April, the mayor will have another vacancy to fill. The city's inspector general, Deborah Witzberg, is leaving. And so far, there has been no movement on filling her job. At City Hall, Sarah Schulte, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Sarah, thank you. Live look downtown. The city looking gorgeous. It just looks a little better when it's not 20 below.
Right, and the wind chill's like 1.
Right.
But our hearts are all warmed up because it's Valentine's weekend, and you've got hearts on the buildings. You got pink and red.
We just got to keep this forecast going, and I think it's going to continue at least for a couple days, Cheryl.
Yes, we will take this. Well above average temperatures, nearing 50 degrees, and right now we still sit at 46. Mostly clear skies. It was a mild day. Temperatures climbing above 50, 20 degrees above average, both at O'Hare and Midway. The warmest day since January 9th, where we did hit 60 degrees. But this is only the 7th day since early December that our high temperatures have climbed above that 50-degree mark. We'll take all that we can get, with more on the way. Temperatures outside mild as we go into the overnight. We'll fall off into the 20s and 30s, but that mild air will kick back in. We have a lot of warm air that's building in the middle of the country. Will continue to spread eastwards across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes over the next couple of days. So a very loving, mild forecast here for a Valentine's Day with highs near 50 degrees. The exception for our Saturday, it won't be as bright nor as sunny. We are looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies Saturday, but the rain will be staying to the south of us, so we are dry. Sunday soaring up to 56 and partly sunny skies, a little bit cooler along the lakefront, and the warmth, it continues right through our Sunday and Monday. Highs here well above average, nearing 60 degrees come Monday. Tuesday staying in the 50s. By Wednesday, another day near 60, and then we start to see our temperatures drop step by step, day by day. By next weekend, we are looking at those temps in the upper 30s, but that is still near average, so at least we're not taking a dramatic drop below average. Satellite and radar, a few high clouds right now. Watching a system off to the south and west of us where that rain is falling. That will continue to stay to the south, but you can see those clouds spreading in for our Saturday late morning afternoon. The rain shield field staying in central southern Illinois and central Indiana there. Just off to the south of us, a passing sprinkle overnight Saturday into Sunday can't be ruled out, but then the system moves to the east and we gradually clear it out by Sunday afternoon when our temperatures will be climbing above the average again in the 50s, and on Monday getting close to near 60 degrees across the area. So really a lot to look forward to over the next 3 days. Enjoy it. Again, a few more clouds for our Saturday, but by Sunday, spring-like weather here across Chicago. For tonight, we'll be dropping into the 20s and 30s under mostly clear skies. The weekend starts off a bit cloudy, but very nice with dry weather. Any plans for Valentine's Day? Enjoy. Sunday, we have the sunshine, 56 degrees, Monday 58. Day by day, we're staying in those 50s until late next week after some rain in the forecast. By Thursday, down to 43. Friday, 38. But again, that is near average. So this is a little bit of a gift that we're getting right now.
Looking at next week, right?
Look how loving we are.
I know. So many people are paying attention to prices as they're doing some Valentine shopping. Yes. Do I do this?
Right, but flowers,
like
chocolates, and other gifts are still flying off the store shelves right now. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Here's Evelyn Holmes with the record spending that's expected this year.
This Valentine's Day, plenty of people are feeling the love, but they're going to have to put their money where their heart is when it comes to showing their love. Love is in the air for Nicole Shorter and her nieces as they celebrate this Valentine's Day.
I always just get something sweet to eat, make sure I take care of myself, and, always my friends, co-workers, family members.
But while some remain sweet on the day, others may sour on the cost of affection as the price of love goes up in 2026.
Happy Valentine's Day, all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks to a poor harvest in West Africa, where most of the world's cocoa beans are grown, along with tariffs, inflation, and rising demand, this Valentine's, the price of chocolate is way up.
Things are very expensive now, but the love that my mom has given my family over the years is priceless.
Kilwins is offering a wide variety of treats for the day at its Hyde Park store and the chocolate shop's 6 other Chicagoland locations.
Yeah, no, I can wrap these up, brother.
And anyone looking to buy the other popular gifts of the day to express their devotion will see an increase too. According to the National Retail Federation, Valentine's Day spending is projected to hit a record $29 billion this year, with people spending an average of around $200. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Price Index shows prices for key gifts like candy cost 10% more compared to this time last year. Jewelry has inched up, seeing a 4.9% rise, while flower prices have gone up 7.2%. But that hasn't seemed to affect the number of orders at LaSalle Flowers, where a bouquet of a dozen roses could cost around $100. To manage, many consumers have decided to give more thoughtful, less expensive gifts. And because of a cultural shift, V-Day is no longer seen as solely for romantic relationships, but increasingly includes friends, family members themselves, and even their pets. This year, a Paw Place has love-themed treats for your fur baby.
Everybody loves their dog, and that's just what Valentine's Day is about, is just love, whether it's friends or family.
Of course, some will be celebrating with a romantic dinner, but regardless of the expression of admiration, for many the day is only about love. Reporting with plenty of love, Evelyn Holmes, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Right back at you.
Yeah,
Evelyn.
she's
We got
great.
love for you.
It was a good
Love
story.
that story.
Speaking of Red, I wanted to mention Go Red
Yes.
for Women. We had our luncheon today. The American Heart Association hosting its 22nd annual. We were at the Hyatt Regency. This is about raising awareness of heart disease and stroke. Heart disease, the #1 killer of women. So today's lunch included people who've been improving their health and well-being. So thrilled again to be a part of this. Judy Sue and I were there to serve as MCs. A woman we had on the stream that you interviewed, Cheryl, she shared her story about having a stroke. 1 in 5 women have a stroke. It's incredible. We were just talking about our health, your health. It's important to
And
keep
every year you and Judy do such a fantastic job
privilege
of
to be
telling
with it.
stories and journey stories.
Thank you for bringing this. I messed it up earlier. What do I do? Do the
You
kids
do
do something
like
different?
that? No,
yes.
it's like this.
Am I supposed to do okay?
The kids
Take it
do
and go.
something different,
Definitely not a
but I can't do it.
But this is nothing but love. Here, you can hold that and
Young
that.
at heart.
Since you can't. Yeah.